Turn now to the publication of Charlie Hebdo and look at exactly what images of the Prophet Muhammad, other prophets as well. With me here in the studio is Dr. Azzam Tamimi, who's an academic on the Islamic political thought. What does the Quran say about illustrating the Prophet Muhammad?
Well, the Quran doesn't say anything, but it is accepted by all Islamic authorities that Prophet Muhammad and all the other prophets cannot be drawn and cannot be produced in pictures because they are, according to fallible individuals, role models, and therefore should not be presented in any manner that might cause disrespect for them.
But is there any history of illustrating them? Because we did just hear from the editor-in-chief of Charlie Hebdo, long tradition in Islamic art that there have been some depictions of the Prophet.
That I'm not familiar with. I don't know about the history of this, but even if it were, that would have been condemned by the scholars of Islam.
Particular cover that we've been talking about, is it just the fact that the Prophet is on the cover, the fact that he is crying, that people will find offensive?
I think it's the concept. The guys in Charlie Hebdo are a bunch who feel they have the liberty to make fun of anybody. And I think that to Muslims is very offensive, because you cannot choose simply to target this religion or that. Don't believe in sacredness or in a divine, that's your business, but you cannot provoke and incite hatred and violence, as we have seen, by crossing these red lines.
Can we just return, though, to the Prophet historically? Is it not true that there are images of him in Shia Islam, but not in Sunni?
I'm not familiar with Shia Islam. Okay. I know that there are portrayals of the Imams in Shiaism, but the Prophet...
Is this the reason also in mosques that we don't often see depictions of anyone? We just see the scripture, the Quran, in mosques.
You see, Islam insists on monotheism, and one of the things that made people fall was pictures and idols, turning even respected individuals into pictures that are highly respected, and that ends in worshipping them.
So, Doctor, how do moderate Muslims right now, some of the debate that is happening, feel about the argument being used by many in France about the sanctity of this concept of freedom of speech?
I think freedom of speech is being misused. If we go back to the French Revolution and the struggle in Europe, freedom of speech was about speaking against oppression. Now freedom of speech seems to be a luxury used in order to insult and make fun of others and also make money. They're making millions today because they're printing so many editions.
Yes, much of that money, though, is going to the families of the victims, I have to say. But Dr. Azzam Tamimi, thank you very much. Let's bring up to date with